Hey everyone, it's Alex, and welcome to this Marvel Snap video. We're going to be discussing the latest Season Pass card in Marvel Snap, and that is Zombie Scarlet Witch, the 3-2 that reads, after you play a card here, Horde +2. We've talked at length about Horde and how that works, but essentially, once you play on top of Zombie Scarlet Witch, a zombie Horde will appear in one of the other two locations, and it gains +2 every single time you play on the Scarlet Witch. And if it doesn't exist, it appears. If it exists already, it gains +2. But before we get into the nitty-gritty about Zombie Scarlet Witch, there's a couple things worth mentioning here. First of all, if you're going to buy the card, if you use the web shop, you actually get some bonuses. You get a Series 5 collector's pack, which is obviously super beneficial. Actually, it's amazing. It's like one of the best values you can get in the game for the $10, honestly. And then you also get this Night Forged variant for Zola. Mine is ink split, but whatever. You get this particular Night Forged variant. So if you're interested in doing that, you definitely can. You use their web shop. You get a little bit of extra goodies, which is totally fine. It obviously, of course, helps second dinner as well because you take that 30% or whatever, Apple or Google we're going to get. And you give it to second dinner to keep the lights on, which is, generally preferred. I'd rather give the money to second dinner than Apple or Google, so that's just my take on it anyways. But anyways, long story short, you do have Zombie Scarlet Witch here. Now, what is my take? My take is that it's hard to evaluate Zombie Scarlet Witch in this first week. Why do I say that? Well, because when I was playing the decks, and we'll talk about the decks momentarily, the Horde mechanic, honestly, was producing pretty good results. If you think about the fact that she's a 3-2, and then the Horde is essentially like, as long as you get like the Horde up to what, 3, that's like good. Like, no, that's not good stats, but that's like fair stats, a 3-5 with an effect type thing. And it gets to reach into locations you might not be able to play into. But obviously, if you get into like the 3-7 range and stuff like that, those are good stats. You're producing those good stats here. But what's very notable is you only have one support card for Zombie Scarlet Witch right now. We're missing the Zombie Mr. Fantastic, which is adding Horde and also doing the activate to created cards. That's kind of important, right? We're missing the Zombie Sentry, which is going to add Horde as well, based on how many cards are in the right location. That's going to add to the Horde power. You can even play that on top of Zombie Scarlet Witch and etc. So we're missing a couple key activators. The other activator that we have right now is going to be Zombie Giant Man, who is, not supposed to be part of this video, but I think we're going to talk about him as well because I think this card is really good. I think that without this card, Zombie Scarlet Witch makes no sense, honestly. If you're thinking about using Scarlet Witch without Zombie Giant Man, I think you're in a position where you're going to have a bad time because you have to be able to capitalize on this Horde effect, and Zombie Giant Man does a great job of that. It almost feels like if this is the Gilgamesh of Horde, basically. A 5 power that's going to get to like 13 and above power, honestly, relatively consistently. So anyways, I don't want to dive too far into the weeds about the deck specifically, but with regards to Scarlet Witch, it's been difficult to evaluate because we don't have those other pieces that really amplify the Horde. And even then, without those other pieces that amplify the Horde effect, it's difficult to see how big the Giant Man can get too. Like both of them, the Horde numbers seem lower than they're actually capable of. Oh, and you also have the Hunger, which is coming out too, which is just 3 Horde power, right, as a skill. So, with Zombie Scarlet Witch, right now, it feels like the worst she's going to be. Because what you have is a card that's really not working with all the tools that are going to be made available to it. It's very similar to the way the Fantastic Four First Step season felt, when you had to wait until the end of the season in order to get the Invisible Woman First Steps, which seemed like it comboed incredibly with pretty much everything else there. And that absolutely was ultimately the case. Invisible Woman First Steps was a phenomenal card. And with this card, you are waiting a little longer to see if you can get, the event cards, which are going to add to the Horde. And of course, I think it's going to make a major difference. And so I don't think you need to FOMO into Zombie Scarlet Witch. In fact, I didn't actually see much Zombie Scarlet Witch. I think we only had a couple mirror matches. I don't think, my first impressions is I don't think this sold many season passes. It just didn't seem like in my first experience. Usually I'm playing against tons of season pass players. And I wonder if it's because precisely what I said on the Snapchat, where it's like, if you're going to buy into Zombie Scarlet Witch, you got to be ready to buy into all the other pieces to make Horde worth it. You know what I mean? It's not just Zombie Scarlet Witch. You got to be prepared to maybe buy the Zombie Giant Man, or else, what are you going to do with the Horde? You got to be willing to, thankfully, the other 2 cards that really go well are going to be 2 event cards, which go really well. So you can access those for free, hopefully, unless they pull another Kid Omega. But I can't imagine they do that. Second dinner, don't you dare. But the other thing worth mentioning is you do have the Mr. Fantastic Zombie Edition, which is going to be a Series 5 card, which is going to benefit the Zombie Scarlet Witch. We're just missing too many pieces to really get a good evaluative look at whether or not this is a good card. It took me a long time to say that. I've been talking for way too long. But generally speaking, I don't think you need to FOMO into Scarlet Witch. You can definitely wait to see how Mr. Fantastic zombie version, that's like the dumbest way to say that, zombie Mr. Fantastic, if it's going to have a good impact. And then even further, you can wait to see how the Horde specifically and Sentry are going to have an impact on zombie Scarlet Witch. But I will tell you, even with all those pieces missing, you're going to see in the gameplay highlights, I was getting big hordes. Hordes were already big numbers, and it wasn't even being countered. We had a couple people try to shong us and stuff like that, but I was playing some defensive cards to kind of restrict that. But honestly, like, the horde numbers were legit, and we only have a fraction of the activators. We have half the activators. So, is the potential there? Absolutely. Do I know for sure? No, I don't. But the Season Pass still remains one of the best values in Marvel Snap. If you're going to spend any money in Marvel Snap, especially considering the bonuses they're providing, you buy the Season Pass, right? That's where your money's best spent. But anyways, let's talk about the decks. I was a little all over the place on that intro, I know, but there's a lot to talk about. So first of all, Zombie Scarlet Witch, I think, does work well with Kitty Pryde. This is going to be the primary way you're going to want to generate value. It almost makes me wonder if once the other activators come out, if you actually need the Kitty Pryde, and if just like those other activators like the Mr. Fantastic, the Hunger, and Sentry, if they're enough to actually prop up the Horde just by playing, you know, Sentry on top of the Zombie Scarlet Witch and double dipping on the Horde effects, right? It's entirely possible. But in the meantime, we have to generate some value there. And there's a couple ways you can do it. You can do it with like some movement cards, like the Silky Smooth style stuff. And honestly, that felt okay. Wasn't great. I liked this deck. And the reason why I really liked this deck was because it allowed Giant Zombie Man, which again, I'm saying all these names wrong, to close out games very effectively. And it was successful in doing that. This was by far the favorite deck I played. Will it get better? Should it get better? I think so. Honestly, like, I think so. I think that eventually you're going to cut something like an Angela and you're going to put the Mr. Fantastic Zombie Edition and you're going to put the Sentry in. You're going to put maybe the Hunger in. You're going to start modifying this type of shell. But basically, here's the game plan here. You're using Thena, Kitty Pryde to generate those values. Thena's putting up insane power. I actually love Thena. But while you're building the zombie horde, the awesome thing is you have the Zombie Giant Man, which adds +1, and then it takes the power on. It could easily be over 10 power. And then what you do is you Absorbing Man on turn 6. So what you can do is you add to the horde power, you copy it with Zombie Man, and then you're able to play Absorbing Man, which reprocs the Zombie Giant Man, and then you double dip on that. And the Absorbing Man is actually starting at 5 power, and it'll absorb the horde again. So Absorbing Man put up huge power here, but it did require that you played these Giant Zombie Man on turn 5. But the nice thing about playing something like a Hope Summers is that you often are able to play Giant Zombie Man and Kitty Pryde on turn 5 and get that Thena off. The problem was, though, is at some point you got to get Scarlet Witch out there, and she's a 3/2. She felt a little slow, so you got to get something going there. And if you have the Zombie Scarlet Witch out, maybe you don't have Hope Summers out, and so Giant Zombie Man comes out by himself. I'm saying these names so wrong consistently. I'm just gonna keep rolling with it, and then that allows you to perhaps do a 2-banger on the turn 6 with Absorbing Man plus the 2-dropper plus Kitty Pryde, of course, and get the Thena pumping as well. Is the deck perfect? No, but I thought it was a pretty good starting point, and I did have a lot of fun with it. The second thing that I was trying, I had another deck I just deleted, it kind of sucked, but I tried to do Scarlet Venom. I don't think that this will be the way to play the decks moving forward. It felt pretty good. It didn't feel terrible by any means, and looking at Zombie Giant Man's really low power level, it kind of gave me some degree of confidence to say, you know what, I like basting this or playing with Agent Venom was fine. I think the other deck was probably better, but this wasn't too far off. And then when you think about the stat lines of some of the other Horde cards, they're pretty weak. And so maybe this actually has some longevity to it. It's hard to say. But this is another place where I played it. It was just a very natural place to try to generate as much value alongside the Kitty Pryde, Thena shells. And I overall liked it. Did I like the other one better? Yes, I did. And so if you're going to pick one, I would definitely lean here. So what I'll say is that this is the deck I preferred. But I just want to give a quick breakdown of Giant Zombie. I think this card's pretty solid. I think it's going to be a required piece if you plan on playing Horde at all. It's a strong finisher. It's a Series 4 card. If you're going to be playing Horde at all, I think the Zombie Giant Man is going to absolutely be worth it. So that's my take on Zombie Giant Man. Solid card. Power was there. It's also very reliant on the Horde. Like, if you don't have a Horde out and you're just playing, like, it's going to be a 5/4. Like, it's going to suck, right? So if you're not playing Horde cards, this is going to feel really bad. So there's some inherent risk there. But if you have the Zombie Scarlet Witch doing stuff, it's a massive card. And so not only does Scarlet Witch get more support with the other cards, but theoretically the floor on Giant Zombie Man, I can't believe I said it wrong again, will increase as you have stuff like Sentry, the Hunger, and, you know, Mr. Fanta and all that stuff. So the floor gets higher on Zombie Giant Man too. So overall, my take is that if you want to invest in this season, you can get the season pass, you get the Series 5, you get the variant, the bonus on the web shop, you get all that stuff. But one of the things I said on Snapchat, I think feels like it could come true, where this zombie horde mechanic, it feels like it's going to be very inclusive of a lot of cards here. And so if you're not interested in investing in Zombie Giant Man, in Scarlet Witch, in, Mr. Fantastic zombie version, then you're probably going to have these very ineffective shells where you're not going to be able to, like, do the thing they're designed to do properly. Thankfully, we have a bunch of discard cards and stuff that also were added. You know, you have the Zombie Power Man, you have the Colonel America, which we'll be talking about tomorrow, by the way. That's tomorrow's video. Those cards were a lot of fun. But do I think there's potential here? Absolutely. I was getting Horde to legit powers, but there's concerns as well. And we really won't have the full picture until we get the rest of the cards. But until then, I hope you enjoy these gameplay highlights. I'm a little nervous. I gotta be honest with you. I'm a little nervous. But you know what? It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna search here. Zombie Cap. Hope Summers into maybe Kitty Pryde if we get her. Let's see what happens. It looks like Chicken Rick and I are after similar strategies here. We got the Zombie Man, the Zombie Giant Man hitting the Surge, which is unfortunate because I don't think we're in a position where we're going to want to play him right off the rip here. Merlin out early for your boy. Could go quick. I think I still want... Come on, give me Kitty Pryde. Come on, give me Kitty Pryde. Damn it. I think what we're going to do is we might stave off of the... I mean, this is still turn 5. Boom, boom. 7-turn game. Okay, I'm okay with this. Go Cope Summers into Merlin Jeff. Move the Jeff. Pump Kitty Pryde or Vision. Right? They're ahead here. They're definitely ahead. They got the Kitty Pryde. I don't. I'm a little sad. Omniversal Presence gameplay. Also, they can Omniversal Presence the Limbo. And let's not forget about that little tidbit of information. How can she snap? I think I do this. We'll have enough energy for Cosmo left to protect Limbo. Once in Future is so good for them, damn. Getting rid of that ninja. We don't have initiative. All systems go. Damn, we're cooked. Might just be Dunzo here, guys. It's risky for them to blow this up, though. Because we can do, if their hands full, do this. We have exactly 8. This is kind of a lot. We do this. This is a lot. If they blow this up, we just win, no? Unless they have something crazy from Iron Patriot that wins here. It's possible. We could be in clap formation. There's no way of knowing for sure. Conversely, we can play it even safer. They're stuck here now. This wins here, then do this. Right? This will win here. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm not going to snap back, but I think this is good. Can't wait to get this order wrong, by the way. So I knew that was coming. Still should collect the power, no? Yeah, that doesn't... There it is. Yes, we beat tiebreaker. Close game, man. That was a crazy game. Good game, Chicken Rick. But that actually showcased why we were after that zombie giant man absorbing man combo. Like, I felt like people were kind of sleeping on this combination. And it worked. It worked exactly like we wanted it to there, which is beautiful. I have used a lot of penny borders. Yo, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you so much for giving me a fist bump. That actually means a lot to me. PC load letter. Thank you. Please don't play any cards on turn 1. I want to play this on Magic Port. Oh, I did it. Why have you not played on Magic Port, though? Oh, I see. I see. Okay. I understand. Bruh. That is either blessed or cursed. I don't know. It might be beneficial to me. I'm not entirely sure. We have Zombie Scarlet Witch, which is great. Finally, a turn of luck for the boys. Yes. Well, that's cringe and unfortunate. All of my favorite things. Do we do Zombie Scarlet Witch into, or do they do Bass now? I think you do this. And then I think you Bass next turn. Let me think. Got some Cope Summers. Could just Nova now, but Bass is just so sensual. Nova's 5 plus 2, 3. Nova next turn, maybe. Close it with Zombie Man. Just thinking. Nova now is probably just better. But we also get +3 on the Sage. It's technically, and this is a 3 already. I'm gonna do this. I don't know if I love this. Oh, we're doing the same thing. They're getting way more energy than me. Playing a very similar deck too. I respect it. If we top deck, oh, we don't have Absman in this deck. That's right, we don't have Absman. In this case, I think you do this. You do Cast Nova. I mean, or... No, it is Cast Nova, I think. Okay, they magic. Cool. Okay, I appreciate this. Listen, I like some Magic gameplay. Also, it's a great example. We're seeing multiple Scarlet Witches. Is this the first mirror match we've had? And it's like a legit mirror match, too. This is legit the first mirror match we've had. See, they're outpacing us because Hope Summers is a 3-drop as well. We have initiative. I think we do this. Maybe we catch them, but we need power there, don't we? Because we kind of need to use our Zombie Man there, but I think they're going to Zombie Man there. I think their plans to play Zombie Man at some point. They're not gonna tech card us here. They're not gonna play. We can also Zombie Man on the left. Let's do this. My heart tells me Cosmo Right's appropriate. This is what my heart tells me. The problem with Cosmo Right too, man, Cosmo's awkward because it prevents us from using both Zombie Man and Sage. Sage is a closer on one of these. Zombie Man, it's fine. We got to catch their Zombie Man. Viv Vision? Damn, they're getting so many juiced cards, man. Oh, okay, we actually caught them. Okay, they're cooking, though. They're cooking. They're cooking. I appreciate this. This is some good gameplay. We're short energy, though. So we can't do... Is this enough? This is enough to win here. This is enough to win here. That can't move. Oh, I should have just played Nico For some reason, I had my mind set to like, oh, I still have Athena. I could just play this card. What the hell am I doing? Whatever. Oh, huge play. So I didn't get punished. I didn't get punished for not playing Nico. We've been playing Athena for so long. For some reason, I was like, oh, gotta play 2 cards. I don't know why I did that. If we lost by like 1 point, it would have been so sad. But yeah, that was a kind of fun game because we had Zombie Scarlet Witch on both sides. They actually cooked. I like the deck they were playing. Kind of interesting. They had the Hope Summers value, and I had a little earlier value with Zombie Scarlet Witch, which I think might have been the difference. But also, Madripoor went insane for them. Like, just absolutely pumping these cards. I'm just excited to be playing against a player now. Elysium kind of stresses me out. We could take advantage of Elysium. But, like, the Hope Summers, I don't know. Maybe we're double dipping a little hard here. Oh, Coccia. Now, we do have Cosmo. We did catch someone already with the Cosmo gameplay. We do have Giant Man and Absorbing Man. We got the combination that we were so after. We were after this particular combination. It excited us. We sought the combination. I think I'm okay with giving Kitty Pryde the pluses here. Ronnie's really thinking the turns through here. Oh, they're cooking. We're going to play some of that today too, actually. We're going to be playing some Zombie Power Man as well. They're going to win the turn. What are they going to discard? Khonshu getting munched. He's already full Khonshu's there. Give me Scarlet Witch. Give me Scarlet Witch. Jeff's gone. Saj, okay. How can this happen to me? Made my mistakes. Gotta go Athena here. We could Zombie Man to create a horde. You got Zombie Power Man? You're interested to see the deck? Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I'm excited to play some Zombie Man. I think Colonel America looks interesting. Discard's getting some tools. It's going to be a fun season. Scarlet Witch is fine. I'm finding it hard to evaluate Scarlet Witch without the other cards. You know what I mean? The other cards that really make her tick. Come on, give me the friggin' Zombie Scarlet Witch. Wait, did he just mangle? Is this Khonshu dead? He just murdered Khonshu, right? Y'all saw that, right? I should snap, but I don't want to upset him. I know he's already upset, so we'll just let him. Plus, I'll find a way to lose this game. All right, I'll snap. Oh shit. He's got APOC, so he's hoping his APOC line will carry him to the promised land. Okay. We do have the abs man. Now we could put. Okay, hold on. If we get Hope Summers. Wait, no, they're discounted. So Hope Summers. If we top deck Hope Summer, we can do them together. We do not have Hope Summers. We have to do this into this, and we close it with Absorbing Man Cosmo. Right? Okay, let's try this. Can still lose. He's just playing this out. He just played it out straight up. Scorn. Keep in mind, he can move the Jeff. Right? So is this 7, 8, 10. We don't need to buff Athena anymore. Copy this. +1. +1 to the Giant Man. No, +1 to the Horde. It's an 8. 8 + 5. Right? Okay, hold on. Have to add more power here. This wins by 1, right? This flips this. Let's see. Oh, Colonel Captain America. Hell yeah, man. Good play. So had we played Kitty Pryde right, we would have won. I knew that Jeff was going to move. I kind of wanted to go after the multiple locations, right? Because going after, like, oh man, Kitty Pryde right would have won. 13 power on the abs, man, though, is crazy. Right? We actually almost flipped it. We legit almost flipped the board state there, which is crazy. Man, we got Bast, but also we have like a 7 power Agent Venom. And a, okay, yeah, we got to hold Bast for a sec. Got to hold Bast. Well, that's not what I want. Maybe next turn is Thena Bast. And then we do Kitty Pryde Nova. I would love to draw Scarlet Witch at some point. That would be fantastic. We're trying to make Scarlet Witch content. And she's just like, you know what? F you. I'm not going to show up because I don't want to be here. I'm like, okay. That's fine, Miss Witch. You do you. But I'm not going to pretend to appreciate it.
This just in.
Time Stone, eh? Okay. I see you there, Mr. Time Stone. I see you there. Well, we pump the Time Stone. Then we do Cassandra Time Stone. We do draw a card. That's exciting. They've also drawn a card. They're drawing many cards. Do I snap on the fact that I got Cassandra Nova into Thanos here? It's a pretty big advantage. It's a relatively large advantage. I think it's an advantage worth pursuing. Would have liked to have maybe copied the Nico Minoru, but copy the Cassandra Nova. That could have potentially been a winning line. +3/+2, double this card's power. 5/2. See what Thanos does here. Cosmo, protect this. You don't know. Shadow King's a possibility. Shangers. I knew so. I could feel it. I could feel it. Get out of here. I could feel it. I knew what you were up to. Miss me with that gameplay. Get out of here, bud. Spider Island, not necessarily what we want. We have the Scarlet Witch here, which is great. It's fantastic. Got some Chavez gameplay, okay. Go Angela's Scarlet Witch. Of course. This game always finds way. I get excited because I see Scarlet Witch and the game is like, oh, let's ruin your hand brutally so you're very sad and you no longer want to play Marvel Snap. Thanks, game. I wonder if this is a bot. This feels very body. But I'm going to cope, I'm going to hope, and I'm going to pretend like this is not obvious bot circumstances. We're going to go Zombie Scarlet Witch here. Turn 4, Hope Summers Jeff. We snap on this noob, who I'm fairly certain is robotic in nature. Hood into, this is not going to be a good play. This is going to be Hood into something stupid, I'm sure. Ah, they tried. Not the worst idea. I was expecting like Hood into like Uatu. They're snapping back. This bot has absolutely zero chill. But we're gonna make the horde, baby. We're making the horde. And we're going in on this now. Go with Merlin? Go with Merlin? Do we go with Merlin? I think we go with Merlin. We generate a little more value with the likes of the Angela. But we do have Jeff. Maybe we do this. Merlin's so sensual, though. Merlin is unbelievably sensual. Why is this a 5? Oh, it got Chavez'd. Oh, this is not bot gameplay at all. I can't wait for this bot to somehow clap my cheeks, though. But since this is, what, the second time we've drawn Zombie Scarlet Witch, I feel like we actually got a game, you know? We actually got a game here. We got the Zombie Man. However, we don't have Abs Man. So I'm a little concerned. If we had the Abs Man, I would pump it. Because I would just do this and then, like, use the Abs Man. Do we top deck Abs Man? There's no way of guaranteeing that. There is literally no way of guaranteeing that, friends. There ain't no way. We play it safe. We play Jeff. Yeah, just fine. We have many options for the next turn. Lots of additional energy as well. Angela getting the pumps. Athena getting the pumps. We're probably going to get pumped. The bots have seemed far dumber lately, though. Oh, that's my vision. That's my vision. As Dara raids with 402. Unbelievable, Dara. It's great to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for the support, my man. I sincerely appreciate you. You know that. I can't wait to lose this game, though. This bot is going to be like, hey, your cheeks look like they deserve a good clapping. And clapped I shall get. We're going to do this. We're going to do Cosmo into here simply for the extra +2 on this. We are going to then play the Zombie Giant Man here. Prop Athena, +2 here, +1. Let's do it. Do we lose? Maybe. 8 cubes, get clapped by a bot. Is this, what, the second game we've played Zombie Scarlet Witch in? But yeah, Dara, appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. How's Horden? We haven't been drawing well. And I feel like Mr. Fantastic and the extra Horde, like the Horde mechanic cards, are going to be kind of important. But I think Zombie Giant Man can definitely put up massive power. Which is the reason why I have Abs Man in this deck. I play Giant Man on turn 5. Turn 6, you do like a Kitty Pryde plus Abs Man, or Abs Man plus Kitty Pryde. That's 8 cubes, baby! Gifted from this bot. This bot's not drunk at all. I'm almost positive this is a bot. It has to be a bot, right? Oh, yeah, it's a bot. We take those dubs, though. Thank you very much for the showcase of Zombie Scarlet Witch. Bro, we got double Athenas against someone named Marvel. What if Iron Lad plus... Iron Lad, I mean, talk about a card that's fallen off. And I'm not convinced Iron Lad's a bad card by any means. It's just, it's fallen off. What do you do with Iron Lads when they're just, you know, not present? Irrelevant, one might say. Now, I don't want to deem Iron Lad irrelevant. I don't think that's fair. But I'm just going to throw it out there, bro, that I've not seen Iron Lad gameplay in some time. I mean, seeing some play in, like... double Sunspot. It's actually kind of terrifying. Like, double Sunspot actually makes me super nervous. We're gonna go. Okay, this is actually kind of awesome. I would snap this, but it's too stupid. We're gonna go Athena on top of the Zombie Scarlet Witch, and then just keep pumping her. We don't have to do that though. That's kind of stupid, actually, because we do have Kitty Pryde. We could just play these, but I kind of want to get the Horde started. Bro, we got some Luke's bar gameplay. Well, we got Omniversal Presence. Sorry. Okay, we're going to do this. This is dumb, but I like it. Get the Horde going on Luke's bar. Hundo P. And then we just keep playing Athena. But then we're kind of giving up potential procs here. I think we play it safer, do this. I know it's not as fun. I know it's not as fun. Nah. Let's get stupid. Let's get stupid. Okay. We're going to pretend like Marvel here is not potentially a bot. Because right now, the bot gameplay seems a little prevalent. Once in future. Vision. We've got some Vision gameplay. But you know what? No. No. I don't want Vision gameplay. But I don't think we can compete on Luke's bar. Even if we flip this, I think we're still scammed. I think we're still cooked. Maybe we do this into this. Keep the horde going. Nah. Do this and this. Hope for the best. Mark is a zombie. Thank you so much for the prime. Hell yeah. Bro, they just magicked us? This is unbelievably bizarre gameplay. Part of me wants to... This is an actual bot. Maybe it's not a bot. I'm acting like it's a bot, but it seems as though it might not actually be a bot. So is this a classic circumstance where you just do this into this? But if they hard float, we still just lose, don't we? I mean, no. He adds 6. Goes to 12. 12 on the sunspot. We get 6s here. We just offset it. But if they play a card, we're cooked, right? We get the additional horde gameplay. That is true. Horde gameplay is important. We can't win with vision. Is it a risk worth taking to pump Limbo? You know? Because if we're just going to lose if we pump Limbo. Because they're going to play here and we're going to be sad if we're losing here. Pump it? Do it? Snap? Do it? Snap pump Limbo? Conversely, we can do this. We cannot do the Thena procs, which is kind of crazy. We kind of have to. All right, we get rid of it. This is crazy though. This is psychotic. Don't play left. Oh my god, we're dead. It's Jover. Nova Roma. This is a double dinosaur. Are we cooked? Wolfsbane, lol. Bruh. I'm going to continue pretending like these aren't bots. Because we have not drawn any Zombie Witch cards. But like even kind of without trying that hard, we did get the Zombie Horde to 8. Like that's just a free 8 power card. Right? Double Thena definitely carried. Double Thena was actually stupid here. But I guess the point is you're getting a Zombie Horde that's just a casual 8 power play, right? Like it's a pretty good example of that.